The morning air was still. Outside the modest cottage, a brittle guava tree clung to life in the dry soil, its leaves fluttering in the wind like faded memories. A melon hung from a nearby vine, small and undergrown. The land was barren, but it wasn't the only thing waiting to be nourished back to life. Inside the room, James paced quietly, his eyes heavy with sleepless worry. Diep had been unconscious for a day now. The fever had finally broken, yet she remained unresponsive. He had sat by her side for hours, murmuring soft pleas, wiping her brow, whispering promises. "Please wake up, Diep," he said again that morning, his voice trembling. "You said we would build a future together, remember? A home." "Children. Dreams we haven't even dared to speak out loud yet." He brushed a loose strand of hair from her cheek. Her skin was no longer burning, but her body was still. "Without you, nothing makes sense." "I don't even know why I keep going. But I do, because of you, and then, a miracle." Her eyelids fluttered. A faint breath deepened in her chest. Slowly, cautiously, her eyes opened, dazed by the light filtering in. "Diep," James whispered, leaning closer. "You're awake," she blinked, confused. "How long have I been sleeping?" "Since yesterday. Just one night." He tried to smile, though his eyes betrayed how deeply he had feared losing her. "You gave me a scare." Diep tried to sit up, but her body protested with weakness. "I feel lightheaded," she murmured. "And my mind. It's foggy." "You're just hungry," James said gently. "Let me get your food. It's still warm." He brought over a tray, rice, vegetables, and a bit of pork, simple but nourishing. "I asked a friend nearby to cook this. I didn't want to leave your side." Diep took a bite and paused, her eyes filling with emotion. "Thank you. I'm sorry for worrying you. You don't need to apologize. I'm just glad you're okay." But something weighed on her heart. "James, I wasn't just sick because of the fever. I've been trapped in my own thoughts. About my parents, about the pain that never seems to leave." "I couldn't let it go, and it swallowed me whole." James knelt beside her. "I know it hurts." "But the past, Diep, it can't be undone. What matters is what we have now. What we can still build." "With each other." Tears welled in her eyes. "I want to live for today. For us. For the future." "You will," James said, his voice steady. "We'll do it together." As she ate, James made a quick call to his mother. "Mom, Diep's awake. She's okay now." His mother, who had visited the day before, bringing homemade food and quiet prayers, would be relieved. Diep hadn't been aware of any of it. She smiled faintly as James told her the story. "You've carried too much on your own," James told her. "And it's not just hurting you, it hurts me, my mom, everyone who loves you." "I know," she said. "I'll take better care of myself. I want to get stronger. For me." For you. Later that day, James had to leave briefly to oversee construction at their new property. Before he left, he kissed her forehead. "Your medicine's by the bed. Call me if you need anything." "And remember, let go of the past. We have a future to build." Left alone, Diep looked out the window. "He's right," she murmured. "Whether they're alive or gone. My parents never really cared." "I've wasted too much time grieving for people who never looked back." For the first time in a long while, she felt something shift inside her. Later that week, a new beginning. James picked her up that afternoon and brought her to see the place he had been working on. The land wasn't glamorous, but it was theirs. Bordered by trees and a quiet stream, it was the site of their future home. "This," James said, gesturing around them, "will be the house. Kitchen over there. I even dug out a spot for a little fish pond. You could grow vegetables here. Maybe even run a small fruit stand with the pineapples and grapefruits I planted." Diep stood stunned. "All of this, for me? For us," he said simply. They walked the land together. Workers were laying the foundation. James pointed out where the concrete would be poured, where the floors would go. The air was fresh. The town center was only a short walk away. "I wanted a place where you could heal," he said. "And grow. A place that's quiet, but close to life." She looked around and smiled. "It's more than I ever imagined." As they sat in the shade together, she took his hand. "I don't know how to thank you," she whispered. "You already have," he said. "By choosing to live again." Closing scene. The promise. Before they left, James looked into her eyes. "Just promise me one thing. Leave the pain behind." "Don't let it follow us here. I promise," she said, her voice firm. "We'll build a home," he said. "And maybe, one day, a family." They walked back together, hand in hand, through the gravel and dust of their still incomplete future. But in their hearts, something solid had already been laid: hope.